and I am live. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from at this point in time. This is your girl Omolara OT or Formulara OT Consulting. I want to welcome each and every one of you out there back to my business page, and on this another episode of Live the Life of Your Dream, episode 28. So thank you all that will be joining me tonight. To all my followers that have been coming with me in the past, I want to say thank you so much for all your like, your comment, and for all what you do on my business page. I really appreciate you all. And to all the newcomers that just joined me, all new followers that just joined me recently, I want to say thank you so much. I'm indeed grateful to each and every one of you. And all thanks goes to all to God Almighty for seeing us through last year and for making us to see another beautiful year 2023. So welcome back to my business page. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. This is the first episode in my first episode in 2023. I want to also thank each and every one of you that have been coming with me. Guess what? My followers, I just made it up to 1,000 followers as at last night. So thank you everyone for supporting me, for supporting my business. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Once again, this is Omolara, a mom of 3, healthcare professional, business mentor, and a business coach. I have with me tonight 2 guests from USA. I'm also from US, Houston, Texas. They are both from US. They are business partner, and they've been in this business for quite a while as well. So I'm going to bring them in and I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves to all our audience. Thank you. Let me bring them in one after the other. So I have with me Clementine from North Carolina. Welcome, Clementine. Welcome to my business page.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful and honored to be here. Okay. Go ahead and introduce.
Let me bring in Fidia. All right, and I have Fidia with us this beautiful evening. Welcome, Fidia. Thank you for coming onto my business page and for honoring my invitation.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. It's always a pleasure.
Good to see you, ladies. How is the family? How is everything over there?
Great.
All right, thank you. So, to all our audience that will be watching us and catching up on the replay, in case you have any question, I just want to indulge you to put your question, your comments in the comment section, and we'll get your comments or your question in no time. Okay, and so just to go straight to the point, I'm gonna go to Clementine. I want you to introduce yourself, your background, and then the reason why you start the online business. Why do you choose online business?
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate to be the first one. So, my name is Rukundo Clementine. I'm originally from Burundi. I'm a mom of 4 beautiful children and a wife as well. I worked at the hospital as a housekeeping, and I'm a business owner. And the reason why I start business, as I say, I'm a mom, so I need the time to spend with my children. So when I see I needed to be there for them, that's how I choose to work online. So that was my big why, to spend the time with my family. Yeah.
All right. Then thank you for sharing that with us. Then Fidia, over to you.
My name is Fidia Mawenimana. I'm a mother too of 1, a little boy of 1 year and 6 months now. And I'm a wife. So I'm a clothes designer.
Okay.
I fix clothes. I design clothes. And that's what I do for a living. And again, I'm a business owner. What a blessing to have a business, something that you can call your own. That's why I'm here.
Exactly. All right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. It's good to have it's always good to have a business. I don't know about you, but for me personally, I derive joy in having a business. You know, when you're little and you are looking up to people like that has a business, and you'll be like, okay, one day I'm going to have my own business. One day I'm going to own my own business. I don't want to work for people for the rest of my life. I see people at the age of 65, though they retired, but guess what? Age of 68, 69, 70, they're still going back to stores, going back to other places to still work at that age. So I'm like, having a business is just the best. So thank you for being a business partner, and thank you for taking that step, to own your own business, right? To be able to take care of your family. All right, thank you. So I'm going to go to my next question. Clementine, before you started this business, a lot of people, they are so scared. I will tell you, when I started business, even before I started business, I wasn't scared because it's something I've been looking for in a long time. So when I saw it, I just it clicks right away. So when you started, or probably before you started, or when you saw the business, were you skeptical at first? And even if you are skeptical, how did you overcome that fear of being skeptical?
Oh, thank you so much for the question. Me, first, when I heard the business, it was from the friend of mine. But before that, I was having some other business I was doing. And when she told me about the business, I didn't get to it because the thing I didn't get to it because I didn't know about the business that deep to understand what it is. So I tell her, I don't have time. I still have too much to do. But I didn't say I didn't have time, but because I didn't want to look into it because I was still have something else to do. But at the time I realized that I need to do it. It was one day when I was getting ready to go to work. My daughter, she came to me. She asked me why I go to work every single day. I never have time to sit down, and that thing, it came to my mind. It made me to realize that I needed to find something I can work on, and so I can build the time with them. So, and when I sit down and thinking, what can I do? My mind take back again and say, there is a lady who told me about the business. So I went to her. I said I needed to know more information. She gave me all the details, and I listening. I said, oh, okay, this is something. Is even a different what I've been doing, because there is too many businesses out there, but because you never know which one is right. But the good thing is to try. I say, even I'm doing something else, I think it seems like interesting. I need to try. So that's how I was a little bit skeptical, like you're saying, but I overcome it because my why was big to say I need to hold. I could hold back. I say I have to go ahead to do it. Yeah, yeah. That's how it comes. So sometimes you'll be skeptical, but when you're thinking where you are and the way you want it to be, and you say I have to do it no matter what. So yeah, that's what happened to me.
All right, thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. Then Fidia, same question goes to you. Were you skeptical at first when you first saw the business? And even when you are skeptical, how did you overcome those fear?
For me, I was really, really, because in COVID, there is this friend of mine who brought this kind of business, and there was like, I think he called Epic. I mean, it was business. A lot of people was doing it and making money, but she came and she told me about it, and I was like, okay, I will see what I can do. But she kept insisting, and I was like, okay, let me try it. I tried it, and I never made. I was trying like I was sleeping, spending all day on it, almost 6 months, and I never made any sense. So I was like, you know what? I'm giving up. I quit. So I was like, I will never do any kind of business or see anything online or anything. I'm done, done, done. At least it's something that I'm sure of, like buying something, like, something, doing Amazon, something that I know I'm the owner of it, but not this kind of business online. So one day I'm at work because, as I told you, I'm a designer, I was at work. You can use your phone, you can use TV, you can put music or movie. So I was there boring. I didn't have any job. So I was like, let me watch a movie. And I saw this ads, on my movie, and I was like, because it was on YouTube.
Okay.
So I was like, this lady is talking about business. She's been making money. It's for everybody, even though you don't have to work, even though you don't speak English. I'm like, okay, this is just a game. I don't believe in this thing. So the next week, I see the same kind of ad. It wasn't exactly Python. I was like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? Forget you. I skipped. So the third time, it was like, it was calling my name saying that I'm here. Can you just give me a chance? So on the third time, I'm like, everybody is talking about this business. If it's global business, everybody can do it. You don't have to know everything. They help you with everything. They help each other. I'm like, okay, with this one, I was by myself. Once you get registered, you just by yourself. You don't have anybody to help you. You're just looking for your own customers. You get it, you don't get it. It's up to you. You don't know where to start. And
Mm-hmm.
with our family, I try to tell people about the first business. And some came in that business, some didn't. So I was like, okay, I'm glad. I hope I will make it. And I never did. So imagine those people that I introduced this business to, they were like, Fidia, this business, is it real? How do I do this? How do I do? I'm like, you know what? Myself, I'm learning. Can you help me? Because, nobody's showing me what to do. But
Mm-hmm.
really, some of them got so upset. They were so disappointed from me. Myself, I was so disappointed, but I couldn't blame them because I'm the one who showed, like, I
Mm-hmm.
showed them that I believed in this business, and now it's not working. So I was just heartbroken. I was like, okay, let me click on this one and see what it is about. Because I know I'm not going to join any kind of business, but I just want to know what it is about. So
Mm-hmm.
I joined the webinar. There was this huge of people. All of them was talking about this business. It's a blessing. You should do it. It's just, try it. It doesn't hurt. You will see it for yourself. You don't have to pay for anything. You just a small amount for your own business. Imagine how much you have to launch your own business. And this is just this amount. I'm like, oh, okay. Usually I take my friend out, I go out with my husband and we spend that amount or, even more than that. I'm like, okay,
Exactly. Yeah.
let me just join. And I joined and I loved it. And, now I'm a business owner and I'm just so happy to have this one.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I know. Most people first time when they see something like that, they are so skeptical. Like, no, I don't want to do
Mm-hmm.
anything like this. Most especially in the online world, that you are
Mm,
not going to see them. You don't even know who you
Yeah.
are interacting with, and I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
get scammed. So that's the
a
mentality most
lot of
people
scam
have,
specialists
and I don't
going
blame them.
on.
I don't blame them because a lot of people have been scammed in the past. They,
Mm-hmm.
some are even scammed recently.
Yeah,
So
even there is a one lady today. I was speaking about her, and they talk about business, and she told me I've been doing too much and too much businesses, and nothing's working for me. I
wow.
said, I told her, never give up. You may not know which one is good for you, and I give her the example. I say I'm with someone who tried 24 times different business.
Wow.
They lost everything, but they
24.
didn't lost the hope. You too, you don't need to lose your hope. Just keep doing it because you never know. So yeah, you are like the lady I was
Yeah.
talking to
I
today.
was like,
Yeah. Many people they give up because they try too many stuff,
Yes,
and
yes.
when it's come up to something, that's how people we losing something good. When
mm,
we are ended to get to the result, we just I think, oh, what the pastor has been doing to me, I don't want to do it no more. But you never know, that one, it was your destiny to reach what you want.
Exactly.
Yes,
You're
so that's
totally
how
right.
many people they don't think about it. That's why
mm.
they never give up, no matter how hard or how difficult it was. Just keep doing it. One day you will reach on your goals or your dream, what you wish to
100%.
do. But
you
whatever
need
you're gonna stop it, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna still there, and whatever you're gonna do. And one thing I say to the many people, they trying 2 months, 1 month, they just stop. They give up.
That's what I was about talking about that time. The problem most people have is they don't have patience for anything.
True. Yeah.
Because, they want quick money, overnight money. They don't even want to work. They don't even want to do anything. They believe, okay, even if it's not, let's say, even if it's not an online business, let's say it's an offline business. Are you just going to open the store or shop or office simply because 1 month, no customer, no people come into your business? 2 months, you just want to pack up. You can't just do something like that. It's just like I always use this analysis, like, okay, you want to get pregnant. Some people immediately they married, the following month they are pregnant. Some people, it takes them a year, 2, 3, 4. We've seen 10 years with no child. So they still didn't give up because they know one day they're still going to have a child. So when they have this child, at the end of the day, they get pregnant for 9 months, right? So after 9 months, they deliver the baby. Do you want the baby to walk in just one day? It's not possible.
That's a good one.
Anybody I come across or in contact with, I tell them, even people in our business that don't have patience, I say they will reach out to me. I'm like, well, you have a mentor. No, I don't want to go with my mentor. I just want to talk to somebody else. My mentor, this is what she's telling me. And I'm telling the person the same thing. What your mentor is going to tell you is the same thing I'm going to tell you. I don't care wherever you are. All you need to do is to have patience.
Patience.
Patience, and keep your positive mindset, keep your why. The reason why you said you want to join the business, just make that why and be firm with that why. So I tell them, well, your baby, when you have a baby today, you don't expect the baby to walk today. It take 9 months. Some baby walk 9 months, some 11 months, some 1 year, some 1.5 years. So it depends. So
and that you just remind me of what I thought right when I was thinking about that amount. I'm like, and there is no really any business owner. There is no any business that will tell you I always get benefits. I never had any loss. So any kind of business, any kind of business you always do, you have to come with loss and benefit. And before you start it, you have to think about losing or gaining. So that's what I did actually. I was like,
business is totally different, right? It's different from getting paycheck. Your paycheck, 2 weeks is coming in, 1 month is coming in. But business, you are bound to lose and gain. So
that's right.
Except if you don't want a good future for yourself, because starting might be rough. Everybody knows that. Nobody goes into a business and start making that huge money right away.
That's what many people, they wanted. They want, as soon as they click on the link or they put their name in there,
they started making money.
Start again.
Money starts calling their names.
A lot of people have failed in so many businesses before they got the one that they are comfortable doing, and at the end of the day, they are successful in doing it. All these millionaires we are saying, they are not billionaire in overnight.
No.
So they started from somewhere. That's the reason why more people are having problems, because they are not ready to exercise patience in order to do to set up their business or to make
That's true. That's true. There is one guy, he was saying when he is a millionaire somewhere, when the younger people saw him, they wish to be like him. But and he say, if you know how long it took me to be who I am, you should know you wish to be like him. He told them, it took me 30 years to be the person you see me today. So people will get 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, we give up, but it took 30 years to be the person he is. That's what he told them. So many people don't realize that.
All right, thank you, ladies, for sharing that. All right, Fidia, what's your advice to those who think having more than one income stream is impossible, especially if we already have if they're already busy with having a full-time job? Is it possible for them? Because I know a lot of people will say, I have my full-time job, I'm okay with my full-time job, why would I have to do business? And even if I have to do business, how am I going to go about it? How do I do it?
For me, I would tell them that it's very easy, especially this specific business. You know, again, I'm a mother and I'm a wife, so I have to wake up, and I have a small boy. He's not even 2 years yet. I have to wake up, preparing him, take him to his grandma, and go to work. And after that, I have to come late and start. The kids here doesn't eat every kind, especially what we eat. They want their own special food. So I will make my food or his father's food, and I'll have to make his. Imagine how long it takes. By the time I finish, I'll be so tired and go straight to bed. But this business, what I loved about it, you can do it anywhere you are. Again, usually me, I do this business when I'm at work. So I do my work when I'm working. What you have to do is very simple. Everything is in the training app. Once you join, everything is in training app. You don't have to stress yourself being like, what am I doing now? What am I going to say to people? What am I going to write? Who am I going to email? Where am I going to do this? Should I do this? Should I do ad? I've seen those people, but how did I get there on YouTube? How did I get to see them? Everything in the training. So you're just there. All you have to do, you have your phone or your laptop, you have to sit down and just focus. You can walk while listening or, learning on what to do on this business. And then after you learn, you can take your break and start doing what you have listening to, what you learn, you know, do it. And it's just that simple. You don't have to take a day. You don't have to say, okay, I have to quit this job because it's taking too time. If you like working, my dear, you don't have to quit your job. If you're full time, you don't have to go part time job. You can, because a lot of people have quit and start part time or even stay home and just focus on this job. But if you don't like to stay at home, you don't have to do it. You can work while you're doing this. You can travel while you're doing this. You can go on vacation while you're doing this. As I say, my own experience so far, I'm new, but my own experience, I will do this job while I'm working. People call me and I'm like, I will text you, I will call you on break. I'll just call them on my break. Or I text them and be like, okay, follow this link. You just text like, you usually text when you're at work, or call your kid, be like, hi, I'm doing this. You have that's how we do it. You don't have to take a class. You don't have to take exam to pass or not. You don't have to do any hard thing. As I usually tell my the people I talk to is I saw the ad on YouTube. No one told me what to do. I just had to follow the instruction till I go to talk to my mentor. My mentor is from Canada, guys.
Yep.
My mentor is from Canada, you know, and she's a coach. Even her coach is in Canada, but I'm here in Connecticut, you know. That's how beautiful this system is. You can be in Africa, you can be in Australia, you can be in Europe. You just have to follow the instruction. And once you talk to your mentor, once you get to talk to somebody on the phone, they will tell you how to do it, and everything will be on your phone. I know everybody likes technology these days, Nobody likes to take a book and read, take a notebook, write, stay in a room, exam. I remember those days in Africa, in exam you will stay till midnight and whatever.
Yep.
You have your phone whenever you feel comfortable, you feel like, okay, let me take this 10 minutes and do this. You can do it. I have these 5 minutes. Let me do this right quick. That's how you do it. So it's very easy. You can do your two jobs or your one job. It's not going to cost you anything. Or again, you can just focus on one full time and do this part time. And there is nothing wrong with making extra money, because if you decided to do two jobs is to get extra money. So if you focus on one full time job and do this as your part time or your full time job, rather than taking all day with full time and spending all night, you know, doing another full time so you can pay a rent or whatever, you can take one full time job. With this one hour daily is a lot of time if you do it 7 days a week, you know. So you can do that. You can get time to rest. You can be healthy, and you can make money, and you can have that beautiful moment with your kids
Mm.
while you're working. And this is your own. You're not worrying about somebody firing
That's right.
firing
It's your
you.
business. You own it. Yeah.
You know, sleeping and be like, oh, I'm 5 minutes late, they're going to fire you. I already got the I already signed, you know, I got warned about being late. This is the second time, and the third time they're going to fire. This is your business. You do it
Mm.
when you want, and wherever you are. So I would just advise everybody to try it at least. If you don't trust us, just try it. And you know, if you think that this is not for you, at least you tried. Rather than staying and other people will come after you and they will start making money and you'll be like, oh, I knew this before her. What is she doing? Is there something that you didn't want to give a chance?
Yeah.
Just
That,
try it.
that, that,
It
that
doesn't
reminds
cost
me,
anything.
exactly. That
Mm,
reminds me of one of my mentees. She's been seeing this ad on I think she said on YouTube. The
mhm.
person's ad that she's been saying for the past, like she said, for like a year. That person happens to be my mentor and my coach. She's based in Canada, right? Just like your mentor
Wow.
and your coach based in Canada. And she said she's been seeing this business. She's been talking about this business every time she opens her YouTube. Anytime she closes her eyes, she opens it. Is this lady that she's seeing on YouTube? And she said she's been seeing her for 1 year. I said, so what were you doing at that time? She said she never clicked on
Mhm.
her link and anything. I said, you have wasted
Imagine.
that
Your
1 year.
time.
You know what you would have achieved in that 1 year.
It was, oh
Imagine.
my God.
That 1 year. So when she now came into the business, she saw everything that's going on. She said, oh my goodness, so I've wasted 1 year. I said, yeah, that's it. So you want to do something, do it without you. But I always tell them, all you need to do, just make your research, do your due diligence, make sure this is genuine. But if
Mhm.
you see somebody coming out and you say you've been seeing her for 1 year on YouTube, guess what? She's paying for that advert.
Mhm.
So she can't just be paying for advert and you seeing her face, seeing her family, and still you're thinking, oh, that's a scam. That's not real. If
Mhm.
anybody want to scam you, you're not going to see their face.
Mm-mm.
That's right.
You're not going to see their face. All the people that have scammed me in the past, I never see their face. And
Mhm.
it's not this business at all. It's another business entirely.
That's
So
right.
exactly. Thank you, Fidia, for sharing that with us. I
Thank you
hope
so much.
our audience that are listening to us, I mean, they will pick one or two things in what you have said, that regardless of you having one job, two jobs is a business you can do. And I don't see the reason why you should be having two jobs. Clocking, doing morning shift somewhere, doing night shift somewhere. At the end of the day, you are using that to affect your family. You hardly see your family,
Mhm.
your children. I mean,
And a lot of people have lost their life. You know, once you start
due to
working
that.
two jobs, you're driving, you're sleepy, you
Mm-hmm.
do accidents, you lost your life. Like
Please,
for
that,
what?
that that's me you're talking to. That is me. That used to be me. Two full-time, one PRN, right? When I'm coming back
Imagine.
from work, I'm just like dozing off on the steering. I'll be
Mm.
right on the traffic light, and the next minute, the light turned green. I didn't even know it's gonna be the car that's behind me that will honk.
Owning. Yeah.
Oh
Imagine.
my goodness! So I'm
That's
sleeping
not,
already.
yeah.
In that moment, anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why I said, if I see anything legit, I'm going to do it. And the moment I saw it, I'm like, yes, this is what I've been looking for. Lord, thank you for
Yeah.
bringing it to me.
Same here.
All right. Thank you
That's
so much for sharing that. All right. Clementine, I have a question for you. So for some people who think that this business is just for someone who is broke and have no money, would you consider that statement as a fact or mere opinion?
yes. I have a distracting here, so don't say anything, okay? So, for this business, oh my God, that person, don't think about that. This business is for everybody, especially, let me tell you, the people who is need, if the doctor, engineer, whatever, the social worker, the big people you think they make good money, that's the people that are in this business. So this business, it doesn't matter you have a money or you're not, you can still do it. And the good thing, other thing, it doesn't matter you have education, you have a diploma, They don't need that. They don't need maybe you have tried the business before. Just take
Let
a
her talk.
It's okay. That's your why anyway, so just leave it. It's all right.
I know.
They never say, okay, you need experience to nothing. So that's why I say in this business, anyone can do it. It's not for broken people. It's the people who have money, because they need more money. So the people who working hard, but they don't have the time. That's the people who is working in this business. Like as I said before, I didn't come because I don't have money. I do work every single day. I have money, I pay everything I wanted to do. But what I came to look is I came to look for the time, how I can generate time between my work and my family. That's why this business is working the people who has the good jobs, but they don't have a time in their home. All the time they have, they spend at work. That's what they come to try to do. They didn't come for the money, but they try to look for the good time for their family. That's what can I say basically for that question.
All right. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for sharing that, Clementine.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I mean, just as you said, this business is not for broke people. Okay, it's for everybody. That is
Everybody.
looking to supplement their. I mean, before you want to venture into, let's live online this time around. Because when I'm talking, I always like to refer back to offline business as well. So you can't just wake up one day and say, oh, you want to start a business, you want to, you want to rent a store or office space. And at the end of the day, you have all this you want to do, and you don't even have money to do all that. And why? I mean, sit down and think about it and ask yourself, why do I want to do this thing? I mean, you must have a reason why you want to do something. Without a reason, you can't. I mean, there is nothing can be done. You can't have any. How am I going to say? You can't say, okay, you want to do something without having a reason. So you need your why. Okay, I want to open an African store, right? Why do I want to open an African store? To generate more money for me, right? So if I don't put it in that area, I won't say, okay, I want to do business. I'll just stick to my 9 to 5 or whatever job I'm doing. And so to all the people out there listening to us, it is not for people, because somebody has asked me that question, and that's the reason I'm asking you the question as well. So it's not for broke people. You need to have a job you're doing.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Exactly. So when you have what you're currently doing, then the business will serve as a backup for you.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have any savings, you can't do business. If you don't have any savings, you can't say, oh, you want to venture into anything. So that's the reason why you need, I mean, in every business, automatically there is always a product, right? And so there is always something to have. Do you want to start a business? Let's say, even if it's Mary Kay, is this, is that, is Amazon, you need
to have backup. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's just going to serve as a backup, because you never can tell. Anything can happen to your day job, your 9 to 5 job, anything can happen to it. Then you can switch. If you have your business as your part-time, then you can switch over and make it your full-time. And you see what is going to happen to it, as long as you don't quit. Because quitters never win. So if you quit, you can never win. If you quit, you can never succeed. That is just the plain truth.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Clementine. Good to have you, ladies. My final question, I'm going to throw it to Fidia. Do you have any advice to those who are looking to start an online business?
Yes, I do. I do. As I was talking before, if you live here in America, let me say, I don't think it's just in America. I think if you are a foreigner living in a country that doesn't belong to you, and you're trying to get used to you going to look for a job, even if they end up by hiring you, they always put a question mark at the end, So if they look for somebody better, they will replace you from them. They start being picky, You don't have to be 15 minutes late. You don't have, I have something, came up. My son is sick, or I'm not feeling good. Okay, if you miss a work today, just remember that you still have 2 days. Once you miss 3 days, you are fired. You know,
Mm.
you can ask a day off when you feel like. You can't stay with your baby when they sick, when they need your attention. They don't care about anything. They just care about their presence at work and making money for them.
Mm.
Again, this is not even your money. You're making money for them.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
So for me, I would advise, all people who's looking at me right now, everybody who's watching this live, there is nothing wrong with getting plan B in life. You can seek. I
Mm.
mean, God forbid we don't know what will happen to us tomorrow. A lot of people get accidents and then they will never go back to work. At
Yeah,
least you have something to back you up. A
that's
lot
true.
of people sleep and wake up with stroke. Once you have
Mm.
stroke, you don't have anything. Even your, even your boss, let
Mm.
me tell you, my dear, even if you work 20 years there, you end up
Mm.
by getting stroke. They're not going to, to forgive you and be like, okay, Fidi, are we going to, since you have been working for us for 20 years, we're going to help taking care of you. So we'll be paying you till you die. Mm-mm.
Mm.
They fire you before
That's
even you start, telling them that you're about to stop working because they know you can sue them. They fire you.
Mhm.
So if you have a backup job, your business, you can do it. No matter what happened to you, you'll be sick, you will still doing it when you get better. You know, anything happen to you. Let's say even if you get to lose your life and you have I usually talk about my son because he's still too young. If I lost my life right now and he's there, he doesn't know about life.
Mhm.
If I left something on his name that can help him, you know,
Mhm.
can take care of him, no matter, even if I left him with my mom or my sister or whoever, it's always good to leave your kid with something. So this is
Mhm.
a legacy. It's not only plan B, but you can call it your legacy because no matter what happened to you, somebody in your family or somebody that you care about, they can always keep working on this business. It's just a really business that those business we see and they'll be like, oh yeah, we have been doing this business for 100 years, 50 years. So even if you start it right now, so all you have to do is to count from now to maybe in 50 years from now, or 30 years from now, it will keep working. All you need is focus on it, put your effort, and try it. It doesn't hurt,
yeah.
you know.
All right. Thank you so much. You very all to all the audience, to all our audience, all the people
I'm telling you,
outside.
she's a fiber.
I know, right? It's full of energy. So, for those who are going to catch up on the replay, we want to say thank you so much. Put your question, and
Yes,
we'll get to you this as soon as we
yes.
see your question or your comment. So thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for joining us this evening. If you want to join us in the online space that I believe is trending right now,
Mm,
you just have to go with the flow,
yeah,
right? Even if you don't do our business, all what we are preaching is have a second plan,
that's
have plan B, because you don't want
that's
to put
enough.
all your eggs in one basket. Just
Mhm.
like Lydia said, if anything happens to you, maybe tomorrow, God forbid, you have a stroke or that person is there, what's going to happen to your children?
Yeah.
Because you don't have anything that will keep on generating money for them. But
Mhm.
when you have something that will be generating money for them, even though you are not there anymore, they will continue getting that income for the rest of their life. And that's what we're talking about. Look for
Mhm.
something you can do. If you don't want to do a business, fine. But make sure you have something to do as a backup.
Yeah.
Because the world, we all see what is going on in the world right now. There is so many things going out there. So all you need to do is change your mindset,
Mhm.
change, refocus. Just do something. Do something that at the end of the day, maybe your kids are still small now. You're thinking your kids are still small, that your income, that your paycheck is still something that is good. No, because by the time they grow older, by the time they go to college, you don't want to, get a loan on them, and at the end of the day, you now leave the debts on them for the rest of their life, and they keep on paying debt. Do we want to pay debt for the rest of our life? No. And that's the reason why we're saying do something so that by the time your children grow up, because let's say you want to start a business now, the amount of years you have invested in working for somebody, you can't use the same year for your business before you start seeing changes, before you start seeing growth. And that's the reason why you should look into it and start doing something for yourself this 2023 and make it a great and better year for you all. So
special now in January before it's too late.
Before it's too late. I know. Because some people last year they will say, last year January, I'm going to start. Don't worry, I'm going to start. Before you know it, December is around the corner. Before you know it, this January again. And they say, I'm going to start till before you know it, 2027, 2029. And you see those people that you started with at that time, they're like, oh my God, what a transformation. Not just a transformation, it's not overnight transformation because they work on themselves. And that's the reason why we say you also need to work on yourself and make your life better, make your children's life better. So thank you all for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having us. We really appreciate this.
Thank you so much. Thank you. To all our viewers, thank you so much.
We love you.
Again in another episode of Live the Life of Your Dream. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.